news! Hey guys! Hey guys! Big news! Big news! Do you remember CryptoZoo? My favorite NFT slash crypto game that was created by my favorite NFT slash crypto scammer, Logan Paul? This game was a game where you could crossbreed animals and make boatloads of money. No, actually, you couldn't do any of that. You couldn't even make them, you couldn't even make the animals breed. And that's easy. You can just do that like in real life. You can just get two animals and then they start breeding. You can't even really stop it. CryptoZoo was actually a scam. Terrible thing. You've heard of it. Absolutely. I've made probably 300 to 400 videos on it. Luckily though, me not being a fan of Logan Paul, I was not scammed out of millions of dollars. Well, I was, but by someone else, not Logan Paul, somebody else. You can go watch that video if you'd like. Video where I got scammed. Remember that when that happened? Wow, that was embarrassing. It's been nearly a year since the whole CryptoZoo thing came to light, thanks to our friend CoffeeZilla. 11 months ago, Logan Paul promised to pay back the victims of CryptoZoo. And it seems like, guys, this might finally be happening. The CryptoZoo egg buyback, now live.
EggNFTbuyback.com.
We have a tweet that is an absolute resounding W and success story for Logan Paul. Now, this tweet does remind me of the olden days of why there were character limits before Elon Musk took over Twitter. He decided to update everyone who's been clamoring for literally just some kind of update for nearly a year now. It's like a press release from a fucking politician who's about to run for president, but it should have just been done a long time ago and just happened a long time ago. Thankfully, Logan Paul broke this up into paragraphs so we can go paragraph by paragraph and break this shit down. Today, I am incredibly happy to announce that I am delivering on my promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo FTFs for the original purchase price. This buyback program is being carried out by EggNFTbuyback.com. Claims can be submitted through this site to February 8th. So you get a whole month to submit your claim, and if you don't do it in that month, then I guess you're shit out of luck. It seems like this is a really efficient way to refund the victims of CryptoZoo. I am glad that this is happening though, and hopefully if you were scammed by CryptoZoo, you can see this video. I'll have a link down to the tweet in the description box below. Go click it. Go get your money back. You fucking idiot. Bro is happy to announce he's finally delivering on his promise. It's been a whole year and you are a millionaire by a lot. You own so much stuff. Just fucking, you should have done it a year ago. I don't understand why it took so long. You are an absolute fool. Hey guys, I know it took me a year to follow through my promise. I probably could give you another year to get you your money back, but instead, since I took a whole year to make it happen, I'm gonna limit you guys to only a month. It's also dope that it's EggNFTbuyback.com, not even CryptoZoo. They don't want to be, because they're gonna still launch CryptoZoo probably, or some kind of fucking scam along the lines of that. It's just Egg NFT. We're buying back the NFTs just in case you were, let's just say, unsatisfied with the product. There's a lot of other egg NFTs, just in case you were wondering. I'm sure you could just type in anything and then have NFT next to it, and there would just be a bunch of shit made by fucking cave-dwelling troglodytes. I don't even know, dude. I have very little like for NFT now in my brain hole. The longer my mustache gets, by the way, November 1st, I didn't have a mustache. Now I do. Look at this. Fucking huge. The longer it gets, the less fucks that I care, and ads are so bad in January, I really do not give a single at all. So I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Smash the sub button, you. I do care. It seems like I do actually care. I actually have respect for this platform and you guys who are watching my videos. So you should not have respect for me. I got here by saying things. Then, after this massive epic paragraph that we've all been waiting for, our brother Logan Paul decides to hammer down on the fact that he didn't make any money from CryptoZoo. I approach the CryptoZoo project like everything else I'm passionate about, with oompy the best possible intentions and success for everyone who said our ribbon. I never made a single penny from the project. Period. In fact, the opposite is true, because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. With this buyback program, I am personally committed to more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from You built it off your back, brother, and you fucking scammed people directly. It doesn't matter if you made money on it. You don't have to make money to do a scam. You're just not a good scammer, I think. That's my personal opinion. Like you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered. Because that's some shit you're gonna be playing, bro. Are you for real? Logan Paul didn't make any money. He was just like us, guys. He was well, I wasn't a victim. I made out like a bandit, I'm gonna be honest. I was not a victim. Logan Paul, though, he absolutely was a victim because he invested hundreds of thousands of dollars and now he's committing to more than $2.3 million in a buyback. So he's the savior. He's Christ. His blood will wash away your idiotic crypto sins. He's a victim. One thing that is curious to me in this whole like post is the very clear specification of base animals and base eggs. So like if you did anything with them, you will not make any money back beyond that. I don't exactly know how the game works at this point anymore, but like if you changed anything, not all eggs and animals, just only the base ones. So if you used the game at all in any way or did any of the breeding and actually used the service, then you're no longer eligible for any kind of refund, it seems. He's only got the best intentions, guys. Logan Paul has the best intentions, and it's just like Liquid Marketplace. He only wants to see people succeed. He wants everyone to own a cent of a Pokemon card. And also, there's this. As I said a year ago, Pikachu was derailed by bad actors. Bad actors who did steal money and who betrayed our team while intentionally sabotaging the game. This has now been confirmed by an extensive investigation that has involved a forensic analysis of blockchain activity and the review of thousands of communications. I assume he's suing the out of his idiot team of pirates that he hired. So on top of reminding his audience that he's also a victim, he reminds them that there were bad people involved who did steal money and betrayed the project by rug pulling and sabotaging the game. So once again, he's not a bad guy. And honestly, at this point, I'm starting to believe him. 3 paragraphs in. I think he's a good guy. And on top of that, it's all confirmed by forensic analysis of blockchain activity. I mean, it's just like a scam, pretty much. You can just scam people and get away with it. That's like the whole thing. As a result of this epic investigation of the blockchain, where they're literally combing it like they comb the desert in Spaceballs.
Found anything yet?
He hasn't found shit. Because of the investigation and the review of all this stuff and all these thousands of epic communication texts that were sent amongst the team, they've been able to compile evidence to file a 25-page lawsuit against these bad actors. Bro is suing himself. Just kidding. That'd be funny though, if he was. One of these bad actors is a fellow named Jake Greenbaum, aka Crypto King, and another guy named Eddie Ibanez, who they both look like scammers. I don't know why anyone named Crypto King, why exactly you would put any sort of stock of trust in someone who goes by the name Crypto King. I mean, you'd have to be very dumb, to be honest. With this evidence in mind, today I have filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable. The 25-page lawsuit is public and can be found here. The passages are not based on the snippets of conversation taken out of context. The lawsuit is a result of an exhaustive investigation that included the review of the entirety of conversations and tracking nefarious trading activity related to the project. Nefarious trading activity taken behind our backs, without our knowledge, and with the intention of defrauding us all. Now that's pretty awesome, to be honest. This is a major W, I think, kind of all around. This is something that I didn't expect, and this makes sense as to why it's taken so long for him to pay people back. Because he had to make sure that he had to pay people back. And there's a lot of money at stake here and a lot of crime that was committed, all that involves directly Logan Paul. He had to put a wedge between himself and all of that crime. And it seems like he did a hell of a job in doing this, in my humble opinion. I have no idea. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a fucking idiot. The 25-page lawsuit that Logan has submitted with the state of Texas federally seeks to prove that the individuals that were involved in this project acted with the intention of defrauding the project from the very beginning, and he seeks to prove as such by tracking their trading activity on the blockchain. Like, you know, techno.
Shut up, bitch!
So aside from the good news, this epic lawsuit, that's cool. I think everyone should be held accountable. That's badass. I really like that. I think that's a W for Logan Paul, genuinely, and his transparency and how he's handling that is cool as well. But Crypto Zoo will never be finished. No! As far as the game itself, unfortunately, it would not be released. Personally, I spent $400,000 to develop it, and after its completion an early 2023 and some further developments, unfortunately there are too many regulatory hurdles that we need to be cleared that I did not originally understand that would ultimately grade this buyback even further. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it didn't seem like you understood much about crypto or doing any sort of legal business. It seems like. That's just like what I'm picking up. I'm not, once again, very little experience in this world, but seems like a giant scam from the beginning. And it seems like you involved yourself with people who did intend to defraud everyone from the very beginning. Crypto King. The too many regulatory hurdles thing is sort of interesting to me. I don't exactly understand what he's saying here. Are there regulatory hurdles that should have originally protected the victims of CryptoZoo that you just didn't pay attention to beforehand? And then you released the game prematurely before you did due diligence? Like, is that what we're reading, or what is this exactly? Is this like true ignorance here? What exactly is this? Was it only an issue when trying to actually complete the game? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Comment down below what you guys think. And the last paragraph of his epic tweet is him outlining that this buyback is for those who wanted to play the game, not for those who saw it as an investment, who were gambling on the crypto market and who lost money. This buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to pay CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that the Zoo token was created to support the CryptoZoo game and its payers. It was not intended as an investment vehicle, as outlined in the original white paper. I mean, that's like, come on, bro. That's like kind of disingenuous, I think, maybe a little bit. Then there's a little bit of self-fellatio in here.
This solution has been anything but simple. I want to thank everyone for their patience as we figured out the logistics of making sure the first ever NFT buyback is a smooth process.
The first ever NFT buyback? He is a man of the people, a champion of those downtrodden. He's literally Robin Hood, stealing from himself to give to people that he stole from. I love how he thanks everyone for his patience too. Yeah, bro, because that's the only thing. You didn't have it. You, like, people gave up. There was no patience. There was no patience. There's just no other thing to do. You couldn't do anything. There was no other option. You had to be patient. People aren't even being patient. They just gave up. They accepted it as a huge L led by their king. Also, fun little note, out of curiosity, we went ahead and submitted the tweet to a chat GPT checker to see if this shit was written by AI, because we know bro loves AI so much. He loves crypto so much, and it's 23% chance that it was written by AI. So it was most likely a human. 3/4 chance. That's pretty good. That's awesome. I'm surprised by that. But do we think that Logan Paul wrote this? Probably not. So, bro, you want your money back, bro? Just go ahead and click the link, bro. Check this shit out. Look at this fucking link. Put that on the screen. It's like some fucking ancient Sumerian shit. When you click it, though, it actually goes to a nice little form. It doesn't make you, log in and then you lose all of your NFTs or whatever, even though that wouldn't be a bad thing. He's like taking other people's NFTs to pay back his NFT thing, maybe. You click the button, you get this little claim form thing, and it tells you a bunch of information. I'm not going to read it in my reading voice. It's pretty professional. The text basically states that there's a limited window. You have a month to be able to get all your shit back, to be reviewed as whether or not you're eligible for being refunded. You better fill it out quickly before he decides he doesn't want to give any more money away to you peons, all right? Plus, the NFT has to be eligible, so if your NFT isn't eligible, you don't get a refund. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a very good... This seems kind of weird, to be honest. Maybe it's just more regulatory bodies getting involved here. Maybe the USPS is getting involved. It seems like from this, you just get 0.1 Ethereum, which is $200, because Ethereum currently is $2,200. 1 Ethereum. So this is 0.1, 10%, $220. I mean, maybe that's how much they cost in the very beginning. I don't know if it's based on the actual monetary value, like the real value of the money that you spent on them, or the crypto value. Like, did they just all cost a tenth of a Ethereum? I don't fucking have any idea. I like this part too, of the terms and conditions. You further acknowledgement that the buyback does not constitute an admission by Paul of your legal entitlement to any amount, nor does it constitute an admission of any responsibility in connection with any actual anticipated claims relating to CryptoZoo. That is so amazing, bro. As soon as you get your money back, as soon as you get that $200 back, man, you gotta leave them alone. No more bullying. Now, on to the lawsuit, which is really interesting. And by the way, I'm not a lawyer, yet again, an attorney, whatever. I don't understand legalese all that much, but it seems like maybe Mr. Paul denies claims asserted against him. One of the most interesting parts of the lawsuit is from January 13th, 2023, where Logan uploaded the video to his second channel, the response to CoffeeZilla, not the one where he threatened to sue him for exposing CryptoZoo, but the one where he thanks him. He admits to the video existing, but denies promising to take any action in that video. Now that, motherfuckers, I think is incredibly disingenuous, especially when you take into consideration the fact that in the video, he says that people will be able to burn their eggs for their mint price, which is 0.1 Ethereum.
We want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially, you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million.
And then in the description of that video, he outlines his 3-step plan, and one of those steps is the same thing. So maybe he's not promising that he'll take action, but it's strongly implied. We skip on past the rest of the lawsuit. Bunch of denied, huge vague lines. Come on, bro. It's like you can start to pull together the pieces at a certain point as a layman, all right? The lawsuit then becomes a love letter to Logan himself. He begins to pat himself on the back and bend over, removing his lower ribs and giving himself self-fellatio. Logan Paul is a globally recognized entertainer, athlete, and entrepreneur, known for creating YouTube videos, boxing, hosting podcasts, wrestling professionally in the WWE, and co-founding a popular line of sports and energy drinks known as Prime. Mr. Paul has found enormous success due to his dedication and drive. He's the reigning United States champion in the WWE. Wow! Isn't that like just made up though? It outlines a lot of the stuff we already knew. Okay, Logan didn't know anything about how to do any of this. He just had money and built a team, and it's just not his fault at all. It's just all the crypto scammers and whatnot. He then tells the full story of CryptoZoo, talks about the development of the project and its demise as a result of actions taken by Eddie and Jake, not Logan. He talks about how Jake and Eddie convinced him to incorporate a token into CryptoZoo, and this is since Logan had little understanding of what it would take to make the whole thing a success. By that, I assume how to make it make money. Logan also gives reasoning as to why he was not suspicious of a secret liquidity pool for Zoo tokens.
As Mr. Greenbaum further explained, the creation of a liquidity pool for the Zoo token would not be announced publicly, and nobody would know about it other than the founders. From Mr. Paul's standpoint, there was nothing nefarious about that secrecy. It was entirely consistent with the purposes as set forth by Mr. Greenbaum, which both Mr. Greenbaum and Mr. Ibanez told Mr. Paul were not only legitimate, but indeed standard. Two crypto scammers. Then we go down to Zoo Day happening, and Logan finally became suspicious following the trading of tokens to dozens of wallets. Basically, he was getting fleeced. This is when he found out that Eddie was a fraud and Jake was a snake. By the way, what's up with people named Jake and being scammers? The guy who scammed me is named Jake. It's basically 123 paragraphs of Logan's side of the story with different perspectives of the events laid out by CoffeeZilla in his 3-part series on the CryptoZoo scam. It's everything we know, but from Logan's perspective. In the lawsuit, ultimately, Logan wants a resolution to this shit show. He seems to want people to be paid back in some form or another, and he also wants the 2 idiots that took advantage of him and made him look like a fucking super dumbass to be charged for fraud, which is valid. They definitely should be. He also seeks damages and lawyer fees and any other relief the court finds to be justified. He also seeks for the trial to be tried by a jury, which I think he's gonna look really bad in front of a jury. I mean, I don't really know. He seems like a fucking idiot. Now, what do you think the public reception to this was? There are some people who are on the side of Logan Paul. It seems like there always are. I mean, he's like the fucking reigning champion of the WWE. The dude's a legend, all right? And, you know, CoffeeZilla's just a fucking guy in a multi-million-dollar studio. CoffeeZilla when he can't use Logan's name to pay his rent any longer. CoffeeZilla and Kavos, it's them flipping burgers because he announced that he's delivering on his promise to buy back base egg and base animal CryptoZoo. Here's CoffeeZilla working at McDonald's because interesting. Now, I really think it's interesting that it took this long for him to even really talk about refunding people. I assume it's because he wanted to go through all the necessary legal channels to make everyone pay for what they did, the people who took advantage of him. Because once again, I do believe that people took advantage of him. Do I think he's in the right? No, for sure. It's a terrible idea. It's a fucking horrible idea. He's involved in a bunch of other dumb shit. Not saying they're direct scams, but like,
this is the world of scams, collectibles, crypto. It's just like, it's hard to be in the world and not just be a scammer, whether you fucking know it or not, or get involved in a scam, whether you know it or not. It's tough. It's really, really, really sad. This is a W, I do have to say. Logan Paul W. It took a year, constant harassment, and him making probably close to $100 million in 2023 to finally give back the couple of ETH to the people that he unintentionally misled with the crypto zoo stuff. I think it's awesome that he's meeting the expectation to refund everyone. It's even more awesome that he's giving them a month to take action, and he's completely dissolving himself of any liability. And I'm interested to see how the lawsuit goes. This is going to be really cool. I'd like to see more transparency, specifically the transparency that he promised in his video where he outlined his 3-step plan. He didn't promise to take any action, but he did promise to be transparent, and he failed on his promise. He definitely failed his promise to keep transparent, but he, you know, he did take action, I guess. So what do you guys think? Is a month enough time to give everyone back their money? Does this adequately address the concerns from the community? What exactly is going on? What do you think? Is it too late? Do you still hate Logan Paul? I think this is a W. I think this is a W, and I think I might start supporting. I'm gonna buy some Prime. Few updates to this. One of the biggest parts of this whole thing is KSI's reaction to this. He said, what will the haters say now in regard to Logan Paul saying that he's going to be paying back like 12% of the original amount that was just lost in the Crypto Zoo scandal? What will the haters say now? Well, they'll actually just go ahead and community note you and make you look like an idiot. I feel like Logan is doing the best he possibly can to help those who have been affected by this project. I think people are forgetting that he currently has another project called 99 Originals in the NFT space that has been quite successful. That's like the Polaroid one. You guys have probably seen it. It's pretty cringe and lame and stupid, and it doesn't make any sense. It is cooler than Crypto Zoo, to be honest. I do have to say, it is much less lame than Crypto Zoo. Anyway, to anyone thinking that I've labeled the victims as haters from my previous tweet are clearly wrong and looking for yet another reason to try and blindly put me down. It's fine, I've been doing this social media thing for years, I'm used to it. I'll be more specific when I tweet next time, my bad. Call me a dick rider, dick eater, all you like, but I'm always gonna want to back my friends and give them the benefit of the doubt. He's literally saying that he's willing to turn a blind eye for his friends, not based on merit or any sort of track record of doing anything fucked up. And then he goes on to double down on this and says, anyway, I don't know shit about crypto. I tried and lost millions. I said, yo, bro, just drink Prime. This is like the 4th time I've tweeted that over the last few days. Yeah, there's no such thing as integrity amongst influencers, it seems like. And I used to really like KSI. But this is just ridiculous. I almost use a different word, but classic Logan L, in spite of some people getting their money back, which is cool. But overall, massive, huge, big chungus L.